I'm Brett Wallace, and I'm the city attorney for the City of Casa Grande. I've done this job now for about the last 11 years. Our office, our vision is really to deliver outstanding legal services to our clients and community. We sort of represent the state of Arizona in our prosecutorial function. And in our prosecutorial function, our mission is to timely and justly prosecute criminal misdemeanors and ordinances that occur within the city limits here in Casa Grande. Our department really handles, as we sort of said, 3 separate functions. First one of those is kind of what I do, which is the civil side. I have myself, and we have an assistant civil attorney that handles primarily all of the civil functions of the city. And what those really are is the representation of the mayor, the representation of council and the departments. We prepare all the contracts that the city is going to be a party to. We work on resolutions and ordinances. And on a day-to-day basis, we advise the city. So we'll work on agreements, we'll answer questions for the different departments, all with the goal of trying to make sure that the city is handling things in a legal manner. We kind of do a little bit broader than that, but our job is not to set policy. That's done by the mayor and council. That's done by the city manager. But our job is to try to help implement that policy by letting the departments, letting the employees understand the broad scope of the picture, the best that we can provide to them. From a prosecution standpoint, we represent the state of Arizona, just like you would with the county attorney, just like you would with the attorney general, but it's for ordinances and misdemeanors that happen here in the city limits. Actually, for misdemeanors, which are violations of state law, those are actually concurrent jurisdiction. They could be handled by the county, but if they happen in the city of Casa Grande, most of those are going to end up in our office and in our municipal court. We have 2 prosecutors that handle that. We have a senior prosecutor, the city prosecutor, as well as an assistant, and you'll see them over in court. Hopefully you won't have to see them over in court, but they're over in court 3 to 4 days a week, and when they're not doing that, they're working the cases and trying to prepare for that. We also have obviously support staff that help us out with that. On the criminal side, we have an office assistant whose job is primarily to assist the prosecutors, to work up the cases, get the files ready, get the prosecutors anything they need to be able to get ready and do their job in court. We do end up filing cases for the city, primarily in collections. If people aren't paying their sewer bill, in particular sewer and trash bill, we end up filing that, and our assistant attorney handles that for the most part. We have an office assistant that supports in that role. We also have an administrative assistant who's kind of our office manager. She kind of keeps us all in line, does our purchasing, makes sure that everything here works. Without her, honestly, I don't know what we would do. And then we have a victims' rights support specialist. Our victims' rights specialist handles the statutory requirements for victims' notifications, but really is a professional victims' rights advocate to help victims as they go through the criminal process. Most people seem to know a little bit about what we do from the civil side. Most people seem to know a little bit about what we do from the criminal side, but they don't understand the scope of what our victims' rights department is. And really, that's one of the prouder things that we do. Arizona has a Victims' Bill of Rights, and so all victims of crimes by law are entitled to certain notice. And so our Victims' Rights Department makes sure that our victims receive that notice. But like we said, we actually go well beyond that. Our victims' rights advocate will work with the victim from the beginning of her case or his case until the very end, through every step, through every hurdle, to make sure that they understand the process. Not just that they get the required notifications, but that they truly understand the process, that they have input when appropriate, that they understand what the next steps will be, when the defendant might be released, what those conditions might be, to have a say, to have a voice into the prosecutor's office, to understand what they can do to speak to the judge. We also help to make sure that you can attend those court hearings. For many people, they'll say, well, I can't attend because I don't have childcare. But we can help you arrange that. Our Victims' Rights Department actually does some of those things. There's a Victims' Rights Week that a lot of different departments come together with the county and with the state with some of our resources to try to make sure that people know. But it's one of the lesser known things, but more important things that we do in the city attorney's office. Ultimately, the biggest impact that I think that we have is we're a support organization. What we do here at the city attorney's office is we try to make sure that our office is in the background. that we're not going to be out at the forefront. I think our biggest impact really is trying to keep the city running smoothly, keep us out of trouble and in compliance with the law. That's what our ultimate mission is, and that's really what we do. We're here to deliver high quality legal services, to do it as effectively and efficiently as possible, but primarily to support the goal, the vision, the mission of our mayor, our council, and our departments. For more information about the City Attorney's Office, follow us on social media.